If you are a 90s baby just like me, you could probably finish the rest of this sentence. By your powers combined, I and Captain... Ha! Thanks for playing along with me. And no, I am not Captain Planet, but I do have something today that is Captain Planet approved. I present to you the 2021 Sonata Hybrid. Let's talk about it. What is up, guys? It's Miguel, Car Guy, and today we are talking Sonatas, and not just any Sonata. We are talking about the Hybrid because this is actually the first Sonata we have here on the lot. And if you're interested in this or any other Hyundai vehicle, I could actually go ahead and sell it to you because I'm a real sales consultant here in Orlando. So go ahead, click that first link in the description below. That's a schedule with Miguel. That way I can guarantee that once you get here, you'll be getting me. But if you can't buy a car from me, no worries. You can go ahead and like, subscribe, and share these videos. That way you and I, we can keep on growing this channel big and strong, eating them vegetables, baby. But let me go and explain a little bit more about this amazing car. So crash course 101 on the Sonata Hybrids. This is the Sonata Hybrid, like I mentioned, but it is called the Sonata Hybrid Blue, even though it looks white, because the color is white, but the trim level of this model is called blue, not SE. It is called Sonata Hybrid Blue. Now, Hyundai is synonymous for value, and if you're considering the Hybrid Blue, you will not be disappointed, because every single Sonata Hybrid is going to have at least the features that you find on the Blue. For example, you still have LED headlights with LED daytime running lights looking absolutely amazing. Beyond that, you also do have blind spot monitors, so if someone's next to you, you'll know that they're there. Push button start is also a standard feature. You also do have lane keep assist, forward collision avoid assist, and lane follow assist to make sure that the car has your back in case you're ever distracted on the road. Now, being that it is equipped the way that it is, it actually has the best range out of all the hybrid lines for the Sonata, meaning you actually get 50 miles per gallon in the city and 54 miles per gallon on the highway. It is so good, Hyundai even estimates that you can get up to 686 miles out of a tank full of gas, which is incredible considering that this is not a semi-truck. Now, if you're new to hybrid technology and you're wondering, how does it get that ridiculous range? Well, when you go ahead and pop up the hood, you can see the secrets for yourself. The Sonata Hybrid brings a 4-cylinder motor, and it also brings a 39 kilowatt electric motor that can either work together or independently. So if you're driving around a parking lot, it's probably only going to be using the electric motor. But when you put the pedal to the metal, the engine will kick in and give you all the power available. And the Sonata Hybrid is one of the few, if not one of the only hybrids on the US market right now that gives you 70 miles an hour on pure electric mode, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, when cars are being driven at parking lot speeds electrically, they are very quiet. So what Hyundai did is give the Sonata a very futuristic-y sound. Take a close listen. And I wouldn't be able to call myself a Hyundai product specialist if I didn't mention at least once the warranty. Any Hyundai you buy is going to bring America's best. 10 years or 100,000 miles powertrain coverage, 5 years or 60,000 miles of bumper-to-bumper coverage, and unlimited miles of roadside assistance for a full 5 years. Now, if you happen to get a hybrid, you still do get 10 years or 100,000 miles of powertrain component coverage. So again, it is still America's best warranty. See what I mean by value? Getting to the aesthetics of the car, I absolutely love that the Sonata Hybrid looks like a Sonata and not a hybrid. Too many cars these days that are hybrids look like little hatchback wagons, and in America, they don't really sell too well. But infused into every single Sonata, regular or hybrid, you will still get that sensuous sportiness design language infused throughout the car. Now, this next point I want to make are the rims, because yes, the Hybrid Blue does have real rims, but they're actual functional rims, because if you look at that pattern, it is there to help improve aerodynamic efficiency at higher speeds, so that way you can get the best out of that monstrous range. And if you actually go ahead and look a little closer, even the tires say Fuel Max, because that is the entire spirit of the car, is to maximize your fuel range, and the Sonata Hybrid Blue is definitely going to do that for you. Can I show you a trick? If you go ahead and look down here at the grill, you will notice that there's slats behind the grill that opens and close. The reason is, when you're traveling at lower speeds, not too much air is getting to the radiator, so the slats open to improve the cooling. But when you're traveling at higher speeds, there's enough air going through the bottom half of this grill that the slats will go ahead and close, meaning that it has less drag, meaning that you're maximizing the efficiency of the car, which of course contributes to that monstrous amount of range. This technology, I love this thing, it's so cool. Now I'm standing at the back and I want to show you a major improvement that Hyundai has made. Most companies, when they want to make a hybrid out of an existing structure, what they have to do, they have to put in the hybrid components, and that means the batteries typically go in the trunk. If you've owned a prior generation of Sonata, you notice that versus the normal cars, you had a little bit less trunk room. But I am very happy to report that when you go ahead and get the newest generation of Sonata, when you go ahead and pop open that trunk, you can see for yourself, you have the same amount of cargo room that you would in a non-hybrid version, because the batteries are nowhere to be found in the trunk. Which means that if you needed to fit a 6'1" tall person in the trunk, you have plenty of room for another person in the trunk, which you should not do, but you could, even though you shouldn't, but you could. And another great thing about that is that you still do have 60/40 rear folding seats. Again, it's just like having a non-hybrid car without the impediment of the battery. And if you've never owned a hybrid sedan before, it probably doesn't mean anything to you, but if you have, that little difference of the 60/40 seats probably means the world. So you're probably wondering, exactly where is the battery if not in the trunk? Well, I'm pretty sure if you look a little closely, you could have a clue, because when you go ahead and look at the back, you notice that it does have a lot of very roomy space. But if you keep on looking a little bit lower, you're gonna notice this little vent. And then it struck me, just like the Ioniq Hybrid, the Sonata Hybrid's battery pack is located underneath the rear seats, so you can maximize the interior volume without sacrificing anybody's comfort. Now, one of the best things in my opinion is that once you're sat on the inside of the Sonata Hybrid, again, you feel like it's a Sonata and not a hybrid. You don't feel like you're compromising on anything. And I told you, you get an entire bunch of stuff. Push button start, blind spot. But as a passenger in the front two seats, you're really going to go ahead and love the dual zone air conditioning. So driver could be at a totally different temperature than passenger, so everybody's at the perfect level of comfy. But again, it is a hybrid, so you get an extra button, which is the driver only air conditioning control. So you as the driver, if you're the only one in the car, you can go ahead and shut off the air conditioning to half of the car that you're not going to be in, to maximize your comfort and minimize fuel consumption. That is smart. Ooh, I almost forgot that the hybrid has a trick. You already know that the hybrid has a regular 4-cylinder inside of it. With that 4-cylinder, you have a regular car battery, and sometimes regular car batteries die. Now, with the hybrid, if the regular car batteries die, you can use the hybrid battery to jumpstart the car battery. That way, if it's somewhere late at night, you don't have to run to the side of the road and wave down a stranger, or even wait for the roadside assistance yourself. All you have to do is push this little button right here, and it's going to allow you to jumpstart your car from your hybrid battery. And so guys, that has been the 2021 Sonata Hybrid Blue. And no, I didn't go over every little detail on the car because that would take way too long, and I'm too fun for that. But if you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, so that way we can keep on growing this channel big and strong. And tell me, what else do you want to see on my channel? But guys, that has been enough for me. So until next time, I'm Miguel, your car guy, and I'll see you soon. What is up, guys? It's Miguel, your car guy, and that was way too bright. From this angle is better. Has a light. Yeah, it's better. Now this next aesthetic point. Aesthetics. Okay. Now, oh, that's better. Now, I swear the universe doesn't want these videos to be quiet. I guess it adds character, but helicopter up there, making helicopter sounds. I know.